Okay, so we've got a question here, dividing surds. Now we've got 5 examples where we can try and simplify these terms. So square root of 8 over square root of 2, and same with these. So you'll notice what I've done here. I've drawn numbers from 2 to 10, and underneath I've written the squares of all those numbers. When I'm working with surds, I find this the easiest thing to do, because when it comes to simplifying, we look for a square number, and then what we do is, if we can divide our surd by these square numbers, then that will help us simplify. It's a quicker way of spotting our helpers along the way. So, square root of 8, square root of 2. Now what we can do here, we've got 2 methods. What we can do is, we can do 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we can write that as square root of 4, which equals 2. And that's one legitimate method. Another way is, I could simplify the square root of 8. So simplify the square root of 8, I can see straight away that 4 goes into 8. So my numerator now becomes root 4 root 2. And then on the denominator, root 2. And then what I could do from here, I could just write that as 2 root 2 over root 2. These will cancel out, and it just left me with 2. I could also have cancelled out at this stage, left me with root 4, which also equals 2. So that would take care of that. Now what about this one, root 57, root 3? Now 57 or 3 cannot be divided by any of these square numbers. So this time I'm going to have to go straight in with my first method, where I try and divide 57 by 3. Well, 57 divided by 3 is 19. So that just leaves me with square root of 19. 19 is a prime number, so I know I can't go any further with that. So that is my irrational value, square root of 19. Okay, here I've got a couple of methods I could do. I could either do this first one where I divide, or I could do this one where I simplify. My preferred way is this one where I just divide. So let's go straight into that. 48 divided by 8 is 6. So therefore I've got square root of 6. Square root of 6 cannot be simplified anymore, so that's an irrational value. So therefore that is my answer. Now what about 124 root divided by 62 inside the root? Well, 124 divided by 62, that is 2. So therefore I've got 2 as my answer. Okay, what about this one? Well, straight away I've got square root of 7 on the top and the bottom, and as this here is an imaginary multiply sign, I can cancel these out straight away. So they will disappear, and then 2 divided by 4, that is just a half. So then I end up with my fraction as my answer, which is a half. Okay, so therefore these are my answers that I'm going to submit. Okay.